Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Rabi al-Awwal Mubarak to everybody. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this a blessed month for all the Muslims, the entire Ummah, and give relief to our brothers and sisters in Gaza and give them opening, give them victory because of the one who was born in this most blessed month. I wanted to say a few things which I always remind us of in the beginning of Rabi'. Rabi al-Awwal is not just the month where the Prophet ﷺ was born in. It was the month where he was born on Rabi al-Awwal the 12th, and the scholars say he passed away on Rabi al-Awwal the 12th as well. It was the month that he made the Hijrah, and it again the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal. It says his Hijrah was completed. He entered Medina on the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal. It is reported that he married Sayyidah Khadija in Rabi al-Awwal. And so if you see many of these things, and it's also reported that one of the biggest things is that he became a prophet in Rabi al-Awwal as well. As for his the differentiation being that his prophethood started in Rabi al-Awwal, but he was given revelation in Ramadan. So his prophethood started with ru'ya sadiqa, the true vision which he would see. So this is mentioned by Sayyidah Aisha in Sahih Bukhari, and it's taken by some of the scholars to mean that his prophethood started in this Rabi al-Awwal, and the revelation came later on. So if we put all these things together, we see there's a distinction in this month. So for those who are going to keep their minds open and not just call everything bid'ah and etc., they understand, they see that there's a distinction that this month has, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala distinguished it from the other months of the Islamic months, and for it to be special for the Prophet ﷺ and for his personal being. And it is also reported, and I ascribe to this view, that the Isra and Mi'raj was also in the month of Rabi al-Awwal, not in the month of Rajab, as many of us understand it to be in the month of Rajab, but that is just an opinion, and it is not a strong opinion. Whereas, there's a lot of ikhtilaf, or there's a lot of differences when Isra and Mi'raj was, but considering all the other things, and it was such a great event that had to do with honoring the Prophet ﷺ, that it is a strong opinion that it occurred in this month as well. So I want to just quickly read a little bit from the Khasaa-is, which we read some of in Toronto with Sheikh Samir Anas, and subhanAllah, I didn't know that they were going to read the Khasaa-is. I thought they were reading the Dala'il al-Nubuwah of Imam Bayhaqi. And I told Sayyidah Sheikh Hunada Sukar, the wife of Sheikh Samir Anas, I was telling her I wish they were reading a Khasaa-is of Imam Suyuti, because that's my favorite book. And so I had a pleasant surprise that it wasn't the Khasaa-is al-Kubra, the main Khasaa-is book. The Khasaa-is is the Specialties of the Prophet ﷺ by Imam Suyuti. So what they read was a Sughra, which is an abridged version. So it doesn't mention the hadith itself, but it mentions the just like bullet points taken from the hadith. So I just want to read from there. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. الفصل الأول فيما اختص به في ذاته صلى الله عليه وسلم من الدنيا. اختص صلى الله عليه وسلم بأنه أول النبيين خلقا، وبتقدم نبوته فكان نبيا وآدم بين الماء والطين، وبتقدم أخذ الميثاق عليه، وأنه أول من قال بلى يوم ألست بربكم، وخلق آدم وجميع المخلوقات لأجله، وخلق آدم وجميع المخلوقات لأجل كتابة اسمه الشريف على العرش وعلى كل سماء وعلى الجنان وما فيها وسائر الملكوت وذكر الملائكة له في كل ساعة وذكر اسمه في الآذان في عهد آدم وفي الملكوت الأعلى وأخذ الميثاق على النبيين آدم فمن بعده أن يؤمن به ونصره والتبشير به في الكتب السابقة ونعته فيها ونعت أصحابه وخلفائه وأمته. So I'll just read that. So this is from the first chapter, that which distinguishes the person of the Prophet ﷺ in this world. He ﷺ, so Imam Suyuti says, he ﷺ was distinguished by being the first prophet to be created and the first to be a prophet. He was a prophet whilst Adam was between water and clay. So he was the first prophet in creation, and his prophethood was the first prophethood. And he was a prophet while Adam was between water and clay, and he was the first to accept the covenant, which is the covenant that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took from all the prophets. So he was the first to accept it, and he was the first to say yes, Bala, on the day of when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked, Alastu bi rabbikum, am I not your Lord? Adam and all created beings were created for his sake. His noble name is written upon the throne. Every heaven, the gardens of paradise and all they contain, and all other realms. The angels mention him at every hour. His name was mentioned in the adhan during the time of Adam and in the highest realm. The covenant made with the prophets Adam and all those after him was that they should believe in him and support him. Good tidings of his covenant coming were mentioned in previous scriptures. His description and the descriptions of his companions, successors, khulafa, and ummah were mentioned in previous scriptures. So this is just a little bit, and inshallah we'll continue next time. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.